Hey gamers! So, as per usual, there has been a flood of information and lists appearing claiming to have details on what the next Call of Duty will be called and the features that we can expect. Now, while Treyarch are understandably refusing to comment on any of it as details aren't due to be divulged until next month, there has been a common theme that the next installment will be even bolder in evolving the game and taking on this new culture within the franchise of a futuristic feel. Now, Team Martin has actually posted a video with a list of rumours that he's pulled together on these different features that have apparently been leaked. Now, a lot of it sounds quite unrealistic to me, especially given that the next release is coming from Treyarch. However, let's take a look at the list and see what you think. So obviously the first thing up is that it will be called Black Ops 3. I tend to believe this. There's been enough information coming out to support that that is the most likely name. The next one is that it will be on current gen only. Now, I thought that there was still another year in rotation where they were doing next gen and last gen. So I don't think that that's accurate, but I could be wrong. Now, next up is that the campaign looks gorgeous, better than Advanced Warfare. Well, I guess that's just a given, isn't it? Every year, with technologies evolving, obviously the newer releases are going to look better than their predecessor. The campaign will be open world, but still linear. You know what, Treyarch seem to know what works. I don't think that they're going to move away from what they know is a winning combination to make such a bold change, so I don't think that that one's actually correct. Jetpacks and or exos. Well, I guess, if they're going to be taking this into the future even further, if they are going to be following on from the lead that Advanced Warfare has given, then that does make sense. I can see that being quite probable. Switch to different characters in single player like GTA 5. Again, because it's Treyarch, I don't see that as being something that they would do. I don't see them moving away from what they know as that winning combination. I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. Exosuits will have wall running ability. Well, if they are bringing in jetpacks and exos, it makes sense that they're going to add the wall running. I mean, hey, we've already chucked a whole heap of Titanfall in there. Why not just add another Titanfall element? It's a winner, so let's run with it. Zombies to have standalone map packs. Now, this one I find really interesting because you do seem to have two schools of people in Call of Duty. Those who are really just into multiplayer and don't play a lot of zombies, and those that play nothing but zombies and barely touch multiplayer. So to have it as a separate standalone map pack, that does make a lot of sense. I don't think they are going to do that though, because they're going to want people to buy the full product. Even if they're not going to play the full product, they want them to buy the full product so that A, they're making that full purchase, and B, there are those other elements of the game there that they may come back to and try and that they may end up getting hooked on and that just furthers their love for the franchise and the fact that they're going to keep coming back for years to buy more. Now, apparently, there's going to be a custom map editor for private lobbies, and you'll be able to share these with other people. I don't see that happening. No point do I get on Call of Duty, and correct me if I'm wrong, if you guys feel this way, that's fine, but at no point do I ever jump on Call of Duty and think to myself, you know what, I don't want to play multiplayer today. I don't want to run around and shoot people, which is what Call of Duty is all about. I think I'd like to build a map. Just doesn't happen. It's just not a thing. Maybe they are taking this whole, we're chucking Titanfall in here. Let's just chuck some Minecraft in as well. What else is winning at the moment? Let's grab something from that. Add that too. No, I don't think that that's something that we're going to see in the next Call of Duty release. Sorry, guys. Pick 13 will be returning, but with no upgradable score streaks. Well, I can't call it one way or the other on that. Pick 13, very popular, very easy to use, people are familiar with it, but no upgradable score streaks. I don't know. We're literally going to have to wait and see on that one. Dynamic weather and elements on all maps. Yeah, I think that could be a thing. I mean, obviously they're using newer technologies. They're trying to bring new stuff into the game that we haven't seen before to make it more vibrant and more engaging. Dynamic weather and elements, well, that's going to definitely make the game more visually engaging. So not only would I like to see that, but I think that that's a strong possibility. Now, Raid and Nuketown remakes. Both of them extremely popular maps. I mean, you barely ever get into the rotation and have people vote for anything other than those two if they're there. And if Raid and Nuketown are two of the choices, it's a really big decision to make because both of those maps are fantastic. So the idea of having a remake of Raid and Nuketown in the upcoming release, I know that a lot of people are like, look, stop giving us remade maps. We want new stuff. We wanted to play the old ones. We go and play the old ones. But the thing is that the old ones are on the old gen. And these maps are iconic within the Black Ops franchise. These are really important maps because they are so loved. So I personally would love to see a remake of them in the next Call of Duty. Now, apparently the maps are going to be larger than Advanced Warfare. I don't know which way to call that. I don't think anybody can call that before release. It's just one of those things we're going to have to wait and see. The last thing, though, 16v16 and 32v32. I call complete bullshit on that. As we all know, it can be hard enough getting 12 people into a lobby that are all able to connect together, that you don't experience massive lag on one team or the other. Can you imagine 32 or 64 people in the one lobby? I just think it's completely unrealistic. I don't think that that's anything that Treyarch would touch with a 10-foot pole. So that I call complete bullshit on. Now, out of all of that, the things that I can personally say I pretty much think are spot on is that it will be called Black Ops 3, that yet again we can expect there to be a futuristic focus, and that we will see even more evolution within the core mechanics of the game. So what do you think? Is T. Martin's list complete bullcrap? Or are there elements there that you think could be possible and that you in fact would like to see added to the game? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks, guys.